Here's a stat that should make every RV shopper in America stop scrolling. Service call volume in the first 5 months of 2026 is up 66% over where it was in January. That is not a typo. 2 out of 3 more calls. And the RVs generating those calls? Many of them are brand new 2026 models, units that haven't even made it through their first camping season. But you would never know it from the marketing. Walk into any dealer in America right now and they will sell you a 2026 model year unit like it was assembled by Swiss watchmakers in a climate-controlled laboratory. The brochures are gorgeous. The influencer tours are immaculate. The price tags have 5 figures on the left side and a comma that makes your stomach hurt. And behind every single one of those glossy photos is a factory floor where speed beats quality every single day of the week. The RV industry shipped roughly 313,000 units in 2023, down sharply from pandemic highs. Retail sales dropped nearly 5% year over year through 2025. Dealers are sitting on mountains of unsold inventory. Over 100,000 brand new 2025 models still collecting dust on lots as the 2026 units roll in. The largest manufacturers responded to that shrinking market not by building better products, but by slashing labor costs, consolidating brands under corporate umbrellas, and pumping more money into marketing than into materials. The hype machine is working overtime, and consumers are the ones paying for it. Today, we are cracking open the overrated list. 5 of the most hyped 2026 RVs that dealers are pushing hard, and that are secretly built to sell, not built to last. We are talking brands with active recalls, documented structural failures, and consumer complaint ratings that will make a used car lot blush. If you are even thinking about writing a check this year, you need this list first. Smash that subscribe button because we are about to save you from some seriously expensive mistakes. And stick around until number 1, because that brand is fooling more people right now than every other name on this list combined. Number 5, Coachman, Cross Trail, and Beyond by Forest River. Coming in at number 5 on the overrated list is a name that sounds wholesome, family-friendly, and trustworthy. Coachman, owned by Forest River, which is owned by Berkshire Hathaway. That corporate pedigree gets dropped into every dealer pitch like it is a seal of approval. Backed by Berkshire. Sounds safe, right? Here's the thing. Warren Buffett is not inspecting your slide seals. The 2026 Coachman, Cross Trail, and Beyond Class B Plus and Class C lineups are getting heavy dealer push right now. The marketing leans hard into adventure ready and off-grid capable. Beautiful social media content. Lifestyle photography that could sell a tent to a fish. And the price? These units are landing between $65,000 and $120,000, depending on configuration. But the engineering tells a very different story. Forest River has an active NHTSA recall on its Coachman Chaparral 5th wheels for a defective floating cross member. The structural piece that literally holds your Holden tanks to the frame. Owners have reported tanks becoming completely dislodged while the unit was in use. That is not a cosmetic issue. That's just your Blackwater tank dropping onto the highway. Consumer review aggregators show a pattern that repeats across Coachman models year after year. Water intrusion, slide seal failures, delamination, unsealed plumbing joints, and wiring that was never properly connected from the factory. One verified owner of a 2026 Coachman Euro has been waiting 6 months for a single replacement window. Passed back and forth between the dealer and Forest River with neither side taking responsibility. Translation, you are paying adventure-ready prices for a unit that cannot survive its first window replacement. This is an RV held together by marketing copy and a famous last name, and here is what makes it worse. Coachman is a Forest River sub-brand, and Forest River operates with a decentralized quality model. That means there is no single quality control standard that applies across all Coachman lines. Now, that is not a quality system. That is a lottery. And you are gambling with $65,000 or more. The verdict? Coachman is the brand where Berkshire's billions go into acquisition, not into adhesive. They bought the name, they did not buy the discipline. And if that one concerns you, the next brand on this list is going to hit even harder. Number 4, Keystone, Montana, and Alpine by Thor Industries. At number 4, we have one of the most recognized names in the towable space, Keystone, a Thor Industries subsidiary that has been pumping out travel trailers and fifth wheels for years. Their 2026 Montana and Alpine lines are positioned as premium fifth wheels, the kind of rig you buy when you think you are upgrading from the budget stuff. MSRPs on these models range from $55,000 to over $100,000. The marketing says luxury. The dealer says investment. The NHTSA says recall. In mid-2026, Keystone issued a recall on 773 units covering 2024 Cougar, 2025 through 2026 Alpine, 2026 Montana, and Walkabout trailers. The defect? Shock bolts that may have been incorrectly tightened. These are structural fasteners, the kind that keep your suspension connected to your frame while you are doing 65 on an interstate with your family inside. Keystone carries a 1.7 star aggregate rating on Pist Consumer from over 450 reviews. The recurring complaints read like an assembly line of failure: water leaks, delamination, mold, structural slide failures, missing fasteners, and interior finishes that peel apart within the first season. One verified buyer of a 2026 Keystone Rain described a storage lid built from quarter-inch material with no support, and aluminum hinges that bent and popped their screws almost immediately. Multiple owners report that cabinetry is held together by staples, not screws. At this price point, stapled cabinetry is not craftsmanship, it is an insult, and the warranty experience. Keystone's pattern is well documented across owner forums and complaint boards. Deny the claim, blame the customer, delay until the warranty expires, and then point to the expiration as the reason for denial. It is a closed loop designed to exhaust the consumer into silence. One owner compared the experience to getting more concern from a discount store employee over a defective toaster than from anyone at Keystone over an $80,000 fifth wheel. When your toaster gets better customer service than your RV, you have a corporate culture problem, not a manufacturing glitch. Translation, you are buying a $100,000 fifth wheel where the cabinetry was assembled with the same tool they used to attach concert flyers to a telephone pole. The verdict? Keystone is proof that putting premium in the brochure does not put premium in the frame. Now, this next one is going to sting because a lot of people grew up trusting this brand. Number 3, Jayco, North Point, and Eagle by Thor Industries. Number 3 on the overrated list is a brand that breaks my heart to put here, Jayco. For years, Jayco was the name your parents trusted, the brand your neighbor recommended, the rig that your RV club swore by. And then Thor Industries bought them. And what happened next is a textbook case of what happens when private craftsmanship meets corporate throughput. The 2026 Jayco North Point fifth wheels and Eagle travel trailers are still marketed as premium and family heirloom quality. The MSRPs sit between $45,000 and $130,000. The brochures still show happy families. The dealer still talks about the Jayco legacy. Here's what the legacy actually looks like in 2026. Jayco carries a 1.6 star aggregate rating on Pist Consumer from over 250 reviews, with only 25% of reviewers willing to recommend the brand. Owner after owner reports the same pattern: water leaks, roof membrane failures, siding delamination, slide mechanisms that fail within the first year, and furniture that literally falls off the walls. One verified owner discovered that the kitchen countertop in their unit was not solid surface. It was OSB board, oriented strand board, wrapped in a thin plastic film. When the factory failed to seal the sink edge, water wicked into the wood and the entire countertop buckled from the inside out. Jayco's official response? Decline. Customer damage from overflowing sink. The dealer's own documentation said the opposite. Manufacturer defect, sink never sealed from the factory. Another 2026 Jayco buyer reported their gray water tank dropping completely to the ground while doing dishes. Not a slow leak, a structural failure. The tank dropped clean off the frame. And this was not an isolated event. Multiple owners have documented the same failure across different Jayco models and model years, which points to a systemic engineering decision, not a random defect. The decline in Jayco's quality is not a mystery, it is a timeline. Before the Thor acquisition, Jayco was a family-operated brand with a reputation for hands-on oversight. After the acquisition, that oversight was replaced by corporate throughput targets: more units per day, fewer inspections per unit, same logo on the side. A 2026 model at an RV show was described by one longtime Jayco owner as looking worse than the units from 5 years ago. And that is the showroom model, the one they actually tried to make look good. And if you're finding this breakdown useful, hit the like button. It really helps the channel cut through the noise. Translation: you are paying heirloom prices for a rig where the countertop is sawdust in a costume and the warranty department has a PhD in denial. The verdict? Jayco used to be the gold standard. Now it is the old standard. And the gold is spray paint. But wait, because number 2 on this list is a brand that most people think is immune to criticism. Number 2, Winnebago View and Navian by Winnebago Industries. At number 2, we have the name that practically invented the American motorhome, Winnebago. Say the name and most people picture reliability, quality, Midwestern values. The 2026 Winnebago View and Navian Class C motorhomes built on the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter platform are positioned as the premium compact motorhome, the kind of unit you buy when you want to downsize without downgrading. Prices range from $170,000 to over $220,000. For that kind of money, you should be getting perfection. What you are actually getting is a company in financial free fall, trying to maintain an image it can no longer afford to build. In 2025, Winnebago slashed its full-year earnings forecast. Its stock price dropped between 36% and 40% at various points during the year. Retail sales declined nearly 5% year over year. This is a company under enormous financial pressure, and that pressure flows directly into the factory. The safety record reflects it. Winnebago issued a recall covering 2024 through 2026 View, Navian, Revel, Echo, and Revel Sport motorhomes for improper wire routing under the driver and passenger seats. Wiring connected to the supplemental restraint system. And translation: the wires that tell your airbags to deploy in a crash may be damaged because nobody routed them correctly at the factory. If those wires fail, your airbags do not fire. That is not a convenience issue. That is a life or death defect on a vehicle that costs more than most people's homes. And this is happening alongside a separate 2026 recall for incorrect tire information labels on the Revel and Revel Sport, a basic labeling error affecting 384 units. Owner forums tell the rest of the story. Multiple View and Navian owners report water leaks at delivery, refrigerators that do not work, generators that fail under load, and a dealer network that is, in the words of one owner, totally clueless when it comes to the new models. One 2026 View owner described their motorhome as having several major systems issues that put it in the shop from the day they drove it home. They have never taken it on a trip. Another owner's 2025 View had a generator that would not produce rated current after warming up, a defect that neither the Winnebago dealer nor the First Cummins service center could duplicate because they did not run it long enough to trigger the failure. That's the kind of defect you only find on the road, in the heat, when you actually need the generator to work. And by then, you are stranded. The irony is brutal. Winnebago's lifetime repair and maintenance costs have been reported by long-term owners at roughly 1.5 times the original purchase price. For a unit that costs over $200,000, that means you could spend another $300,000 keeping it running over 2 decades. That is not ownership. That is a subscription to frustration. If this is already saving you from a headache, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. Translation: you are spending $200,000 on a motorhome where the airbag wiring was treated like an afterthought, and the dealer cannot figure out how to fix what the factory broke. The verdict? Winnebago is selling you its name. The engineering behind that name? It is running on fumes and shareholder panic. And now, number 1, Thor Motor Coach Vegas, Chateau, and Quantum by Thor Industries. If you have been paying attention to this list, you have probably noticed a pattern. Thor Industries keeps showing up. Keystone, Thor. Jayco, Thor. And now the crown jewel of the overrated list, Thor Motor Coach, the mothership. The brand that puts more motorhomes on American dealer lots than any other manufacturer on earth. The 2026 Thor Vegas, Chateau, and Quantum Class A and Class C lineups are everywhere. Every dealer, every RV show, every influencer walkthrough. Prices range from $80,000 to $160,000. The marketing calls them approachable luxury and road trip ready. The recall database calls them something else entirely. In 2025, Thor Motor Coach issued a recall covering 2023 through 2026 Axis, Chateau, 4 Winds, Quantum, Vegas, and more than a dozen other models. Because the slide-out room could deploy without the parking brake engaged. Your slide-out could extend while you are driving down the highway. That is not a maintenance issue. That is a catastrophic safety failure on a vehicle full of people. But it does not stop there. Thor Motor Coach has separate recalls for LP gas system, quick disconnect fittings that crack and leak, creating fire risk. Propane heat shields that are too short and allowing propane tanks to overheat near engine exhaust. 50 amp circuit breakers installed where 20 amp breakers were required, resulting in overheated wiring. Rear axle differentials with insufficient fluid. Battery cables routed against exhaust manifolds. The list is staggering, and the consumer complaints, they are brutal. A verified owner of a 2026 Thor Vegas purchased their unit in June 2025, and as of August 2025, 2 months later, had never been able to use it, not once. Transmission failures, electrical system collapses, defects discovered at delivery that were never repaired. Thor's response: we recommend customers take their rig out 3 times, make a list of things wrong with it, and then contact us for repairs. That is a direct quote. RV Reports documents persistent patterns across Thor motor coach models: recurring water leaks, slide mechanism failures, electrical system malfunctions including GFCI trips and burning smells behind panels, chassis handling problems on the Ford F-53 platform, and warranty service delays that stretch months. Here's the thing, Thor Industries is the largest RV manufacturer in North America. They own Keystone, Jayco, Heartland, Airstream, Dutchman, Crossroads, Tiffin, and more. When one company controls this many brands, quality problems are not isolated incidents. They are systemic outcomes of a corporate philosophy that prioritizes market share over build integrity. In 2025 alone, Thor announced layoffs of over 570 workers affecting Heartland, Cruiser, and DRV. They moved Heartland under Jayco's management umbrella to improve discipline, a corporate euphemism for cutting overhead. They shifted private label models between subsidiaries like chess pieces. Production halts and rumors of potential brand shuttering have followed DRV and Cruiser. This is not a company focused on building better RVs. This is a company focused on surviving a market downturn by cutting costs everywhere it can, starting with the factory floor and ending with your warranty claim. And that factory floor still runs on piece rate pay, a compensation system that rewards workers for speed, not quality. The faster you build, the more you earn. Structural integrity, that is somebody else's problem. Translation: you are buying a $150,000 motorhome from a company that pays its workers to build fast, not build right, and then tells you to drive it 3 times and make a list of what is broken. And that is not customer service. That is palliative care for a product that arrived terminal. Stop shopping like a victim and start thinking like an auditor. The verdict? Thor Motor Coach is the single most overrated name in the 2026 RV market. It is a brand held together by hope and self-tapping screws. And the hope ran out 2 recalls ago. So there it is, the overrated list for 2026. 5 brands spending more on dealer incentives and influencer partnerships than on the engineering that is supposed to keep your family safe on the road. From Coachman's dropped holding tanks to Thor Motor Coach's slides that deploy at highway speed. This is not a quality problem. This is a pattern, a system, a business model built on volume, not value. Here is your auditor's action plan. Take it to the lot with you. First, before you sign anything, search the NHTSA recall database for the exact model and year you are considering, not the brand. The specific model. Recalls are model specific and dealers will not volunteer this information. Second, you must demand a VIN specific recall clearance letter. If there is an open recall, do not take delivery until it is completed. No exceptions. Third, hire a certified independent RV inspector before purchase, not the dealer's guy. Your guy. A proper inspection takes 8+ hours and costs a few $100s. That is the cheapest insurance you will ever buy on a 6-figure purchase. Fourth, check the construction materials. Ask what the subfloor is made of. Ask what the sidewall substrate is. Ask what is behind the fiberglass. If the answer involves OSB, Luan, or proprietary composite that nobody can name, walk away. You want Asdel, marine grade plywood, or structural aluminum. Anything less at these prices is a scam. And if the salesperson cannot answer the question, that tells you everything you need to know about what they are selling. The RV industry is sitting on over 100,000 unsold 2025 units. The 2026 models are arriving to lots that are already overflowing. Dealers are desperate to move inventory. Manufacturers are slashing costs at the factory level. And you, the consumer, are the one left holding the bag when the slide falls off, the floor rots through, or the airbag wiring fails at the worst possible moment. Nobody in this chain is looking out for you. Not the manufacturer, not the dealer, not the influencer who got a free unit for a 5-star walkthrough video. Stop shopping like a victim. Start thinking like an auditor. Let me know in the comments which brand on this list surprised you the most. And if you want to make smarter choices, subscribe and hit the bell. I'll see you in the next one.